At first, I feel very embarrassed. I wasn't trying to impress anyone. We were literally practicing for a job interview, but people assume we were trying to show off.
Let's talk about schools. Many students spend over 10 years in English medium school. Should society really be surprised when those students speak English confidently?
Imagine someone speaking English during an international business meeting. Nobody find that strange, or do they? Now imagine someone speaking English while bargaining over vegetables in the local market. How will they feel?
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our podcast. Today we are discussing a topic that many people, especially young people, can relate to. Why do people judge others for speaking English in everyday life? Many of us studies in English medium school. We spend years reading textbook, writing exam in English, watching English movies, and learn English grammar. It whenever someone is speaking English in public, comments start appearing. Some people says why you are speaking English, others say trying to show up or speak Nepali, you are in Nepal. So today we are going to explore why this happens, whether the criticism is fair, and how the society view language. Rajan and Santosh brother are here with me. Welcome, guys.
Thanks, Prakash. Excited for this discussion.
Happy to be here. I think this is the topic many people secretly think about.
Let's start with a personal experience. Rajan, have you ever been judged for speaking English?
Yes, many times I remember during college I was speaking English with a friend because we were preparing for an interview. Some people nearby started laughing and saying things like, "Look at them acting foreign." At first, I feel very embarrassed. I wasn't trying to impress anyone. We were literally practicing for a job interview, but people assume we were trying to show off.
Wow, that's interesting. Santosh, what about you?
Similar experience. Sometimes English words naturally come into my conversation because I consume a lot of English content. I have had people tell me, "Why don't you speak proper Nepali?" The funny thing is that the same people later ask me how they can improve their English because they want the better career opportunities.
That's a contradiction many people notice. Here's something that confused me. Parents spend thousands on English medium school. Companies often prefer employees who speak English. Universities require English. When someone actually speaks English, people criticize them. Why does this contradiction exist?
Because people value English as a skill, but sometimes dislike it social use. They want the benefit of English, education, jobs, international opportunities, but they don't always like seeing it used in everyday situation. What about you?
Exactly. People support learning English in theory, but when someone uses it confidently in public, they may suddenly feel uncomfortable.
Let's discuss one of the most common acquisition. People often say English speaker are showing up. Why do people think that? Why do people think that?
Because English has historically been associated with education and higher social status. And when someone speaks in fluent English, some people automatically assume they are trying to demonstrate superiority. Sometimes that's true, but most of the time it's not.
Can you explain?
Sure, imagine someone who spent 12 years studying in English, their textbook were in English, their assignment were in English. Naturally, English becomes a part of their thinking process. When they speak English, they may simply be expressing themselves comfortably. That doesn't automatically mean they are showing off.
I agree. People often judge intention without knowing them. Two people could be having a normal conversation, but observers might immediately assume negative motives.
Let's talk about the insecurities. Do you think insecurities plays a role in this issue?
Absolutely. Not everyone has a equal access to English education, right? When people see someone speaking fluent English, it can remind them of opportunities they don't have. Instead of admitting they feel uncomfortable, they sometimes react negatively.
That's human nature. People often criticize things that make them feel insecure. You see this not only with the language but also with the success, wealth, appearance, and achievement.
So you are saying that criticism isn't always about English itself?
Exactly. Sometimes it's about how the listener feels.
Okay. Social media has made this issue even more visible. Whenever someone posts content in English, comments appearing instantly. Why do you think social media users react so strongly?
Because social media encourages quick judgments. You see, nowadays people see a 30-20 second clip and immediately form an opinion, right? They don't know the creator's background or reason for speaking English. Right, Razan?
But also, the negativity often gets more attention online. Positive comments receive little engagement. Negative comments start argument and attract more response. That's why they become more visible.
Have you have you ever noticed that people criticize English speakers online more than in real life?
Definitely. Online, people feel anonymous. They say things they might never say face to face.
Let's talk about schools. Many students spend over 10 years in English medium school. Should society really be surprised when those students speak English confidently?
Not at all. Think about it logically. If someone studies science, mathematics, economics, history, and technology in English for years, the brain naturally adapts English, become the part of how they process information. What do you think?
Exactly. People often expect students to learn English, but somehow never use it. That expectation doesn't make sense.
Important question. Does speaking English make someone smarter?
Absolutely no. Language is a communication tool. Intelligence is something different. A person can speak excellent English and still lack knowledge. Another person may speak only Nepali and possesses tremendous wisdom.
Some of the smartest people I have met don't speak perfect English, and some fluent English speakers aren't particularly knowledgeable. Language and intelligence should never be confused.
That's an important point. Some people worry that speaking English weakens cultural identity. What do you think?
I understand the concern. Languages carry culture, tradition, and history. Protecting local languages is important, but speaking English language doesn't mean abandoning Nepali culture.
Exactly, I agree with you. You can love Nepal, celebrate Nepali festivals, respect Nepali tradition, and still speak English fluently. The two are not opposites.
So, being multilingual doesn't make someone less Nepali?
Not at all. If anything, multilingualism is an advantage.
Let's discuss context. Does the situation influence how people perceive language?
Yeah, definitely. Imagine someone speaking English during an international business meeting. Nobody find that strange, or do they? Now imagine someone speaking English while bargaining over vegetables in the local market. How will they feel? People find it very unusual, right? Razan?
Context affects perceptions. Sometimes people aren't reacting to the local itself; they are reacting to the whether the language feels appropriate of for that setting.
That's the nuanced perspective. Here's something I have noticed. People criticize English speakers but happily watch English movies, use English apps, and listen to English music like Bob Marley. Is that double standard?
In many cases, yes, people enjoy the benefits of globalization, but sometimes criticize individuals who reflect those influences.
It's ironic. People may spend hours on social media platform design in English and then complain when someone is speaking English.
Do you think English will become more common in Nepal in the future?
Definitely, globalization isn't slowing down. Technology, business, education, and international communication increasing require education. And
You see, Prakash, younger generation are already more comfortable switching between English and Nepali. Code switching is becoming normal. Is there even a wrong way to use English?
Let's be balanced. Can English ever be used in an arrogant way?
yes, any language can be used arrogantly if someone deliberately uses English to make someone others feel inferior. That's a problem.
I think the issue isn't English, the issue is attitude. Humility matters more than language choice. Advice for young peoples.
Yeah, many young listener may hesitate to speak English because they are afraid of being judged. What advice would you give them?
Every skill improves through practice. Don't let fear stop you.
In my opinion, I would say focus on communication, not the perfection. You don't need a foreign accent, you don't need to perfect grammar, just communicate confidently. Okay? That's the advice from me.
And remember that mistakes are normal. Everyone make mistakes while learning. So you should do keep practicing on in daily life to improve our English. And what may be the bigger question?
Maybe the big question isn't why people speak English. Maybe the bigger question is why society judges people so quickly. Whether it's a language, clothing choices, or hobbies, people often judge without understanding. What do you think, Santosh?
That's true. Judgment often come from the assumptions, and assumptions are frequently wrong. Right, Rajan?
If we spend more time listening and less time judging, conversation would improve dramatically.
Before we end, let's do some quick final thoughts. Rajan, one message for listeners.
Speaking English doesn't make you superior, and speaking Nepali doesn't make you inferior. Respect all languages. What about you, Santos?
I would say learn as many languages as possible. Every language opens new opportunities and perspectives. That's all.
Final thought is simple. Language is tool. Its purpose is communication. If people understand each other, language has done its job. Whether you speak Nepali, English, Hindi, Newari, Maithili, or many other languages, what matters most is respect. A confident person doesn't feel threatened by other language. A confident society celebrate multilingualism. So the next time you hear someone speaking English, don't immediately assume that you are showing off. And you are learning English, don't be afraid to practice. Use the language that help you express yourself repeating while respecting the people around you. Thank you everyone for listening to today's podcast. We are see you in the next episode.